Today we're going to demonstrate the installation of the side-mounted proc sensors that go with the Shunk grippers. This is the part number of the new sensor. This is what it looks like outside of the package. Note the short barrel on the sensor. It'll fit behind the robot gripper mounts. So the first thing you're going to need is a 2.5 millimeter Allen wrench. You take out these two mounting screws. All of the Shunk grippers come with these sensor mount blocks intact with a plug to keep the holes clean. Pull these two screws out. This comes with this plug. This plug slides right out of the hole. This screw right here is a tension holder. Pull that plug out. Spin this thing around, and we'll do the same thing on this side. Pull that out, loosen up the tensioner. Plug comes out. So you'll notice that this gripper is in the fully closed position. And if you look inside these holes, you can see which side is there is a little lug inside that hole. See that little flat lug there, as opposed to this one that has nothing. That indicates that this side here is the closed sensor. This is where the closed sensor will go. We will install this sensor, push it all the way in so it's halfway through that mount block. Slide it into the hole so there's a gap. See, there's a little gap right there, and then we'll slide the mount block over the sensor until it touches. And we'll pull this out, and we'll pull it back one extra thread on that. We'll mark that thread. We just pull back one extra thread right there. That'll keep the sensor from getting rubbed off on the end. And then we will install the mount screws. Don't have to be extremely tight, just snug to hold them in place. Make sure you tighten up the tensioner screw to hold the sensor in the right spot. And then we'll spin this around and we'll do the same thing on the other side for the open side. Again, note the position of the mount screw holes right there and the mount screw holes on the sensor block, and we'll slide this sensor through. Again, we'll go halfway through the sensor. You see right there, so the sensor is, the back of the sensor is about halfway through this block. We'll slide this in the hole. You can see the gap, and then we'll just push this block till it meets the housing, and then we'll move this one extra thread in. Install the mount screws. And the tensioner screw. that is the installation. Now you'll notice that this has an M8 3-prong plug. This plugs into the exact same cord outlet that uses the traditional sensors that mount up here on top of the Shunk use. So it's a 1-for-1. Unplug the top one, plug in the side one. That's it.